Tell me about your problem solving style. When there's a problem, how do you solve it? First thing, when there's a problem, I like to gather the facts. What are the facts about this problem? What occur? When does it occur? And why? One thing that is best with the situation is to have the fact. If you have the fact, then it's much easier to go from there. When it comes to a problem, I want to know what's the cause of the problem. Is it because of a different opinion, different view, or is it work related as to the procedure, the policy? Is it a problem related to the policy, or is it of differences that is personal, but for some reason is affecting how we do things? Is personal, but it's also affecting work performance because of the relationship was hindered, or instead, like two people that need to work together, and now it's difficult for the two of them to be able to do that effectively because of the situation. In reference to the policy, if it's a situation that related to the office policy, where we have to see if there's a reason why we have to change or reevaluate the policy that to work for everybody. So if that's the case, we look at who will be affected by the change of the policy, and how that effective of that policy will be productive for everyone, not just for those who are having the problem, but other people that could be affected by the change of the policy. So first, I look into that and say if that's the case. But when it comes to a problem related to different opinion, I usually first say that one thing is that, is there any way we can put this different opinion aside to see that it doesn't affect how we relate it? What I mean by put it aside, that if we let this different view or different opinion, just let it work its way out, can we work together? If that's the case, then that's good, because if the opinion is hindered the working together, then one have to stop. And usually different opinion have to stop, because you can't keep that to yourself. It's just being frank. You can keep your opinion to yourself. Not everybody agreed on it, on everything. So the opinion should not be the reason that it will be hinder work performance. So usually if it's a different opinion, then we just have to, I don't want to mellow it out. I respect your opinion, that's your opinion, and that's fine. And that is that should be the end of it. In problem that is related to work schedule or a change of a schedule, I usually admonish everybody to make adjustment, because change of a schedule affect people in different way. Some people are used to work in the morning, but for some reason, due to some circumstances, then they have to adjust to their schedule, and you have to show consideration. Maybe they already have a kid that go to the daycare in the morning, and this, you have to know that we affect them in different way, because they already get used to certain routine, and to change the routines is not an easy thing to do. So you have to show consideration when it comes to change of schedule. Other thing that in solving problem is making sure that we understand how the problem will affect each individual. You may not get your way, and you may have to come in between. You may have to, it's give and take. So we have to see your side and come into the middle, see your side and come into the middle, and then we will be able to work together. So I will look for the middle ground when there's a problem, and once that middle ground is once we're able to reach that, I think I find that to be effective. The effective way for is having, made in the middle. Made in the middle. It's not going to be your way or my way. It's we're going to meet in the middle, and that's the best we can do for each other, because we're all humans and we have to work together for many reasons, and being working together is able to be in the middle ground. You cannot be one way. You just have to come into the middle to be able to do things effectively and able to work together. And another thing is, I like the honesty of a situation. Be honest when there's a problem. Tell it the way you feel, the way it affects you, and what you would like to see happen. If you can mention that this is what you would like to see happen, and that how it affects you, we can now see, look around and see how we can resolve it. But when people are lying or indirect, it's difficult to read everybody's mind, and I don't prefer that. When there's a problem, I want the honesty of it. Tell us what is the problem, what you want to see happen, and how can we help you to make sure that the problem is, is something that we can solve and be able to work together, because we're here to work together. You are not by yourself, I'm not by myself, and we just have to find a way to get along. And we are not going to let the problem hinder us from doing that, because it will affect how we work and it will affect our productivity. So we need to always find a middle ground in solving problems. It's not going to be one way or no way. It's going to be a middle ground, and that's what I'm looking for when it comes to a problem. The middle ground to work on.